Amid the intensifying battlefield, assault troops from Russia's 41st Guards Regiment reported a significant breakthrough, pushing enemy forces out of a frontline sector bordering the Donetsk People's Republic and physically crossing into the Dnipropetrovsk region. The first footage capturing this moment stands as undeniable proof of a meticulously planned offensive in action. This was not merely a territorial advance, but part of a broader strategy to establish a secure buffer zone along the border with Donetsk. With disciplined coordination and well-organized combat units, Russian forces launched the next phase of the mission, aiming not only to eliminate immediate threats, but also to lay the groundwork for long-term stability along the front line. In a continuation of the special military operation in the Zaporizhia region, airborne units from the Novorossiysk Guards Mountain Regiment demonstrated exceptional precision and effectiveness in the deployment of combat drones. Through tight cooperation between reconnaissance teams and strike drone operators, they located a concealed ammunition depot deep within a forest belt, frequented by Ukrainian infantry units for resupply. Once coordinates were confirmed by surveillance drones, a number of drones carrying small explosive payloads were dispatched, delivering pinpoint strikes that triggered a massive detonation and obliterated the entire depot. Shortly afterward, enemy infantry was observed moving toward a defensive position. Though they attempted to seek shelter in field bunkers and trenches, 3 kamikaze drones struck with precision, eliminating the unit entirely. In another sector of the ongoing operation, Ukrainian forces were observed maneuvering both infantry and logistical assets. Several buildings were repurposed as temporary strongholds, used for troop deployment, ammunition storage, mortar positions, and as makeshift garages for pickup trucks. Among these defensive setups, a Maxim heavy machine gun, a relic of early 20th century warfare, was found still in use as a static weapon. Meanwhile, other military vehicles were strategically hidden within dense tree cover, leveraging the terrain to evade aerial reconnaissance. Once comprehensive intelligence had been gathered, the first wave of strikes targeted Ukrainian pickup trucks. The objective was to cut off escape routes and deny the enemy any chance of rapid movement. Immediately following these precision hits, supporting artillery units unleashed concentrated fire on the same locations, amplifying pressure and ensuring complete disruption of logistical lines. With the vehicles and storage facilities destroyed, the operation moved on to enemy positions believed to be concealing personnel and supplies. Two kamikaze drones were launched with surgical precision, striking identified hotspots and neutralizing both equipment and manpower. The next target was a nearby building, reportedly used to conceal mortar launchers. Russian forces deployed high-explosive payloads via drone to destroy the protective structure surrounding the weapons. Once the mortars were exposed, a kamikaze drone was launched, striking hard and reducing the position to rubble, eliminating the threat completely. Operations then shifted to an open area where Ukrainian defensive positions were used to conceal the Maxim machine gun. A firebomb was dropped from a drone to destroy the first position, successfully engulfing it in flames. However, the second position remained structurally intact, with the weapons still operational. To ensure total destruction, a kamikaze drone was launched and delivered a direct hit, wiping out the last threat from the static gun emplacements. As the final stage of the mission, Russian forces targeted enemy military vehicles hidden deep within a dense forest belt. 2 kamikaze drones were launched in sequence, slamming into the camouflaged area with overwhelming force, turning the entire site into scorched debris. This final strike marked the complete eradication of enemy combat presence in the sector and underscored the effectiveness of Russia's integrated assault strategy, combining real-time intelligence, heavy artillery, and unmanned aerial precision. This entire operation reflects the evolution of modern tactics, blending reconnaissance, drone agility, and artillery firepower into a single unified assault system. With full dominance in the air and control over every meter of the battlefield, Russian forces have shown that technological superiority and strategic coordination are no longer support elements. They are the decisive factors in crushing enemy resistance. As always, thank you for watching and exploring the extraordinary stories from the world of military operations, strategic maneuvers, and cutting-edge technology. We hope this insight has provided you with a deeper understanding and appreciation of the complexity and advancements in military strategy and technology.